All right, today we're going to be learning about average atomic mass. Average atomic mass will always include certain bits of information. You are always going to be given the element, its mass, and its a percent abundance here. So we're going to figure out how to figure out the average. If I had 98% of my sample was the isotope sodium-22 and 2% was the isotope sodium-23, what is the average mass of all of that sample? We're going to figure out how to solve that problem today. So, first off, what you're going to want to do is convert percents into decimals. So to convert percents into decimals, you're going to do a pretty simple step. All you're going to do is find the decimal point and you're going to move it to the left twice. You'll notice on my number 98 here, there's no decimal. So that decimal automatically goes at the very end. Move it to the left twice and you end up with 0.98. 2% here, no decimal point. It goes to the end. Move it to the left twice. We have an extra spot here. So it becomes 0.02. Zero is in the extra spots there. That's all step one. You will just simply move over your decimal here. Step two says multiply each decimal by its mass number. So we have at the top here two different mass numbers. We have mass number 22, mass number 23. So you're going to keep those together. 0.98 times 22. If you type that in your calculator, that will come out to be 21.56. Then you're going to multiply the second one. So we have for a decimal number 0.02 times 23. Type that in your calculator and you get 0.46. That is step two. Now you've got two values. Your third step is the simplest of them all. You're going to add all the values that you've got here, just add them together. So we've got 21.56 and we've got 0.46. Adding those together, you end up with 22.02. And we've got a weird unit there. It says AMU. That stands for atomic mass unit. That's how we're going to measure masses for our elements. So you're going to say 22.02 AMU. All right, let's do a different one here. We've got carbon 12 here. Carbon 12, carbon 13, and carbon 14. Carbon 12 has a mass 12 and a percent composition or percent abundance, of 96. Carbon 13, percent abundance of 0.5%, and carbon 14, 3.5%. So first thing you're going to do, move your decimals here. So 96 does not have a decimal point. We put it at the end. Move it to the left twice. We end with 0.96. 0.5 already has a decimal. We're going to move it to the left twice. Extra spot, we put a 0. So it was 0.005. And lastly, 3.5. Move it to the left twice. We've got an extra spot, 0.035. Now that we have our decimals, you're going to multiply them by the masses that you have, or the masses you were given. So we have a mass of 12, mass of 13, and a mass of 14. So 0.96 times 12 gives you 11.52. You take your second one, 0.005 times its mass of 13 to get 0.065. And lastly, we have 0.035 times 14, giving you 0.49. That is step two. To solve for step three, you just add those three together. So we add 11.52 plus 0.065 plus 0.49, you get 12.075 AMU. Last example we got here, we've got argon. So argon's going to be a gas that we deal with here. Argon 38, argon 39, argon 40. Argon 38 has a percent abundance, I'm trying to choose a not harsh color here, 73. Argon 39 has a percent abundance of 3.2%, and argon 40 has a percent abundance of 23.8%. So we start off, convert those percents into decimals. We look for 73, no decimal at the end, so we're just going to place it there. Move it to the left twice, 0.73. 3.2, move our decimal point twice to the left. Got an empty spot, we get 0.032. And last but not least, we've got 23.8. Move your decimal twice to the left, we get 0.238. Step 2 is multiply by our masses here. So we drop down our masses, 38, 39, and 40, and we multiply it by those new decimal numbers, 0.73, 0.032, and 0.238. When we multiply those through, we get 27.74, 1.248, and 9.52. Last step we have to solve this problem, we need to add those three values together. So 27.74 plus 1.248 plus 9.52 gives you a AMU mass of 38.508. So you've got, I think, 6 problems I'd like you guys to work on. There is a worksheet at the front of the desk on my counter. There's also a key at the front as well. If you're really stuck, shoot me an email here and we can chat through it on Friday, but give it your best attempt. Thank you guys.